Hello, my name is Robbie Furman, and I'm with Erickson Advantage. I'm the regional manager with our plan, and my goal today is to talk to you a little about Part C of Medicare. Our other programs, we've already talked about Part A of Medicare, which is the hospital portion, the Part B, which is the doctor and the outpatient facility portion of Medicare. We mentioned in our last show was the Part D of Medicare, which is prescription drugs. So we have A, B, and D we've talked about. Today we're going to be talking about Part C, which is also known as the Medicare Advantage portion of Medicare plans. Okay, so to get started, I want to introduce you to our guest today. This is Dottie Crestline.
Hello, everyone.
And, yeah, Dottie's a resident here at Charlestown, which is our flagship community for Erickson Living. And we're going to do a little discussion just more to figure out what is this Medicare Advantage. In our communities, we have our own Medicare Advantage plans called the Erickson Advantage plans. Okay, and again, if you talk about Erickson Advantage, Medicare Advantage, or Part C plans, all three of those names all mean the same thing. Okay, so just to get started, to give you a little understanding of what is the difference between maybe what's known as a supplemental plan and what is a Medicare Advantage plan. And if you're looking on your screen right now, the one thing to know is that option number 1 is known as Original Medicare. And what this is you have your Part A of Medicare, your Part B of Medicare, plus you'll have a Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan, or a Medigap plan as they're known as. And also you'll have a Part D prescription plan, a standalone Part D prescription plan. So these are all the things you have under what's known as Original Medicare. And that's one way many of our residents can choose to get their Medicare. Now, the other residents can also choose to get their Medicare through what's known as the Part C again. And the Part C, just to let you know, combines your Part A of Medicare, your Part B of Medicare, your Part D of Medicare, and also included are additional benefits. And these vary by the different plans you're going to have. The biggest thing to know is with both the Original Medicare and with the Medicare Advantage plans is to know that you will always have Medicare. Some people might have heard if I go onto those Advantage plans, I lose my Medicare. That's not true. Medicare Part C plans are through and through plans created by Medicare, okay, to help people, okay? And again, as we were mentioning before, the nice features of a lot of the Medicare Advantage plans is they have extra features that go above and beyond what Original Medicare offers. And we're going to talk about that right now. Mm-hmm. And again, as we were mentioning, what are Advantage plans? And these are health plans, options, that are approved by Medicare and run by private insurance companies, okay? So that's the thing to know is, again, the Part C plans of Medicare are Medicare plans, and the way it works is they're basically managed by the different insurance plans, okay? And the question is, who can join an Advantage plan, okay? The eligibility requirements is very simple. You must have Part A and Part B of Medicare, which almost all of our residents have. You must also live in the plan service area, okay? Some plans, each state you live in, have different plans. If you leave the state, you cannot take the out-of-state plan into the new state. So it's very important you learn about to make sure that if you do move, that you are still in a plan that you're able to keep, okay? And the last thing to know about Medicare Advantage plans is if you have what's known as end-stage renal disease, you're unable to go into our plans. But that's pretty much the only requirements. You must live in the service area of the Medicare Advantage plan, and you must also have both Part A and Part B of your Medicare. Okay? So the thing to know about the Medicare Advantage plans is, we just talked in our other programs, that the Medicare plans cover same as all other Medicare plans. Part A is your hospital. This is your hospital stays, skilled nursing, and also home health, as we talked about in our Part A program. In our Part B program, we talked about the doctor's visits, the outpatient care, screenings and shots and lab tests. That's all covered under Part B. And also in our last program, we talked about Part D, which was talking about the prescription drug plans. So again, Medicare Advantage plans cover all of these benefits.
I'm very happy with mine.
Yeah, no, plans are great. Yeah.
Very happy.
In fact, one of the things we were mentioning is the plans themselves also cover additional benefits not covered under original Medicare, such as things like hearing aid benefits. Some of the Advantage plans offer hearing aids,
Yes.
testing for the hearing aids. Again, those are covered under Advantage plans, not necessarily under original Medicare plans. And the same thing for vision, eyeglasses, not for glaucoma or macular degeneration. That's covered under Medicare. But just your regular eye exam to go get your eyes tested, a routine screening, that's not covered under Medicare, but it's covered under the Advantage plans. And the other one is dental. A lot of people use the dental portions of the Advantage plans for preventative cleanings and checkups and x-rays. Again, not covered under the original Medicare, but are covered under the Advantage plans. Okay? Now, again, as we were mentioning before, and I just like to reiterate, is many people who say, well, I don't want to go on those Advantage plans. I don't want to give up Medicare. That's not true. People who come on to Medicare Advantage plans are still part of the Medicare system complete. In fact, you still will have a Part B premium. Okay? Mm-hmm. Anybody who comes onto the Advantage plans will still be paying into your Part B of Medicare, and that's something where everybody has to pay to be a member of the Medicare Advantage plan. Mm-hmm. Okay? Again, as I said before, you still have the Medicare rights and protections. Okay? The Medicare Advantage plans work lockstep with Medicare. Okay? If Medicare approves it, the Medicare Advantage plan approves it. Medicare doesn't approve it, then no plans approve it. Okay? But accept those extra benefits. That's what we were mentioning before.
Yes.
We said, wait a minute, I thought Medicare doesn't approve dental. It's true. Medicare, but the Medicare Advantage plans approve the preventative dental plan portions. It's pretty amazing, okay?
Yes.
Keep in mind, if the plan leaves Medicare, okay, other people worry about this. What if the plan is not there and I need to leave the plan? I'd say I move out of the community. Not a problem. If the plan leaves or you leave, you have a right to go on to another type of Medicare plan. So that's the beautiful thing.
Yes.
Medicare is always protecting people, making sure that they have Medicare's primary, secondary insurance, whatever they need, it's all protected under Medicare. Okay? As we mentioned before, there are some costs involved with Medicare Advantage plans. One is, as we mentioned, you will still be paying your Part B premium. Okay? Some of the Medicare Advantage plans, or most of the Medicare Advantage, will have a monthly premium. Okay? So you're going to still pay your Medicare Part B premium, and then you're also going to be paying a premium for the plan itself.
Yes.
And that's the same with a supplement and a prescription drug plan. One of the nice things about the Advantage plans, and this is not sure if we mentioned this, but we did, is the prescription portion. A person might have a standalone prescription drug plan, and they pay a monthly premium for that. Okay? With the Advantage plans include the monthly premium for the prescription drug plans. So that's all rolled into one, which is a really nice thing. Okay?
Robbie, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I certainly am aware that Erickson has its own Advantage plan. Are there Advantage plans that are kind of comparable to what's offered here on the outside?
Oh, well, there are other plans out there. That's definitely for people to look at. But yes, that's the thing. Very important. That's a great question. It's the best is for people to be educated, to learn about what's offered to them. Okay?
Yes.
And even more so is a lot of people we speak to in our communities might be paying a lot of money per month for, let's say, their supplemental insurance, paying a lot of money per month for the prescription drug. We have residents who are paying close to $400 a month, okay? And it's good to look at all of your options, meaning not just saying, well, I've had it for so many years, I'm going to stay where I am. That's fine. That's what a lot of people may choose to do. But other people we speak to all the time say, you know what? I'd like to learn a little bit more about what my other options are. A lot of times when we speak to people about the different options they have, we show them, one, you're going to save money.
Right.
You know, two, you're going to get better service with your Advantage plans. And three, you're going to get extra benefits. So again, it's a good thing to do, again, everyone who's watching the show, is to learn as much as you can about what insurance you currently have, and also to learn about what other options are out there.
Yes.
You know, to give an example, I had an uncle who had a Buick, 1967 Buick. He had that car for so many years. I remember he used to drive me in the car. Long story short is that, you know, the amount of money that he put into the car to get it repaired, you know, the tires got to get changing and whatnot, all these different things. The amount of money that he put into having a car that really was never running so well, you know, compared to getting another car, a newer car. Okay? Now, I'm not saying, you know, again, it was sentimental to him to keep that car, but at the same time is, though, did it make sense? You know, was it the best use of his money? And again, you know, that's something where people have to make the decision on.
That's right.
Is to learn, you know, what's the best for them.
Yes.
And I'm not here to say that, you know, a person should be, you know, needing or having to do something, but it doesn't hurt.
No, you should at least investigate.
Exactly.
You know?
That's
Yes.
exactly it. So other things that you want to know about with the Medicare Advantage plans is when can you join a Medicare Advantage plan, okay? With the Advantage plans, that there's an open door each year,
Yes.
which is the open enrollment period. Medicare Advantage plans, they start open enrollment from October 15th,
Right.
okay, till December 7th each year.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the time when a person can enroll into a Medicare Advantage plan. But there's other times, okay? So if you've been living in our communities for, you know, 5, 6, 7 years, most of the time, the only time you can enroll in an Advantage plan is during that open window. But there are other exceptions. So let's say when you move into one of our Erickson Living communities, you have an opportunity to actually change your insurance. Once you move into one of our communities, you have roughly a 60-day window, okay? So let's say you're moving from out of state or even from down the block, okay? You would have pretty much the month you move in, and you have the next month, okay? And then the following month, you must change your insurance. This is a special election period, as they call it, and this is for change of address.
Okay.
Okay? Change of residence, change of address. So again, if you're moving into one of our communities, that triggers a change of address. Okay?
Right.
So that's something where a person may want to look at, you know, what's the best for them. You know, again, some people will have
Absolutely.
a supplemental
Yes.
plan. Some people may, there are people out there who have a federal plan. People have a retirement plan, you know. Some people have other Advantage plans. The best is, again, to talk to somebody who really knows their stuff about insurance.
Absolutely.
And really get a good idea
Absolutely.
of what plan are offered to you and what plans you currently
Absolutely.
have. Okay. Other things to know about, there are other special election periods. So we talked about if somebody moved into one of our communities, you have a change of address, so you could change your insurance then. Also, there's times that if a person has a chronic illness, okay, here in our communities, if a person has either diabetes or if they have a heart condition, they're eligible for one of our plans, okay? Yep, that's a fact, where they can enroll year-round
That's
in that
amazing.
plan.
Yes.
We also have people who are moving into our long-term care facilities.
Yes.
Okay? There are plans even available for people moving into long-term care, and they can enroll into those plans year-round.
I've never
Okay.
heard that. That's going to
Yep.
be very interesting.
Yep. No, that's
Yes.
something. In fact, one of the things we're going to be doing in our communities in the months to come, we're going to be talking about a plan that's available for all of our residents here, which is our long-term care plan we were just mentioning. So we're going to have a separate talk on that at another show.
Oh.
And we're hoping to do that live in our communities all over the country.
A long-term plan?
This is our health insurance. I want to make sure I
Yes,
say it right.
yes.
It's a health insurance plan
Yes,
for people living in long-term care. What it's not a long-term care plan.
No, but that's
but it's a health insurance plan for people living in long-term care. It's a very special plan there.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And again, everyone, those who are watching our show here, the best thing to do is, again, with all of the questions you have about insurance, questions about either your prescription plan, prices you're paying, co-pays, late enrollment penalties, the IRMA. When we talked about IRMA.
I do remember. Yeah,
IRMA. IRMA is, again, something that is a little confusing for a lot of people. And what I recommend doing, everyone at home watching the show, is really, take the time to start learning more about how your insurance works.
Yes.
Because the biggest thing, I've met with people, and there were surprises that they were not ready for. And they just assumed that what their friend told them or what they heard was the answer. And unfortunately, they found themselves in a little bit of bind where possibly the procedure they were hoping to have, was going to have a cost, or was it covered under Medicare?
Yes,
and again,
as
we were mentioning in the other show, is everybody has different thumbprints.
Yeah,
and one situation may be very similar. My friend had the same procedure as mine. She had to pay this, I had to pay something different.
Yes.
Why is that? Or there are certain times where things are covered under Medicare, under one plan, things are not covered under another plan. So again, the best is to educate yourself as much as you possibly can. Ask questions, call your own insurance company, or reach out to one of our representatives from Erickson Advantage, and you can see their number listed right here in your community.